everyone, welcome back to a new live stream. It is today, Thursday, the 4th of September. In theory, we only have a few more weeks left before the 4-year cycle is about to end, guys. So do not forget to strap in and of course hit that like button as well. Having said that, guys, I want to give a big thank you to all the people that came in and wished me a happy birthday. I honestly had a blast. Also, thanks to you guys. So thank you very much. We still are going to do the giveaway for a free set of suspenders, guys. So do not forget to join our Discord as well. I will be hosting that, I think, on Saturday. So stay tuned for that one. Stay tuned for that one. So what about the prices? Well, we have called this stream Bitcoin has to hold and Cronos chart. So I wanna kick off now with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin at this exact moment is doing something quite interesting. Let me bring up the chart here. Welcome, guys, to Fan XGen Hour. Good to see you guys. Kuchi Man as well. Welcome. So here we got one thing. We got one big thing. We see a falling wedge pattern here for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, we go to the weekly chart. Bitcoin had a good bounce not that long ago on this purple line here, the 21 week, at about 106, 107, not exactly where. But what I find really cool to see here is that we actually did something perfect. We broke out of the structure, of this falling wedge structure, meaning we do see a trend reversal. However, if we fall back in this range, we continue the way down. So far, though, what I really like to see is that we've been holding this line. We've been retesting this trend line, and therefore I think we might say, well, we hold the line and we reverse the trend. So instead of going down, we might now see an upward trend again for Bitcoin. We've seen the lows beginning of September. So if people still make the argument, well, September is so bad typically. Well, Bitcoin went down in the first day of September, went back down to 107. September was bad, so we can climb again. I think the argument is to be made. Check out, guys, my video, the time to buy video, where we do, I think, a bigger analysis on Bitcoin. Again, of course, it can drop. But I also want to show you something cool on Cronos. Get well soon, chaotic. Or tiny boat. Hey, what you see here is Cronos. And I love this. I really love this here. And let me explain to you why I think what we're seeing here is really bullish. We do see a similar trends for Bitcoin. And also there, a trend reversal. So a break from this downward trend. That's what we all see. So far, we've been really following Bitcoin. And I think that makes sense at this time in the cycle. But you can see, right, that unlike Bitcoin went back to this trend line again. What CRO has done, it actually set a higher low. We closed exactly on the previous closes here. Ace. Whoa. Thank you so much, Ace. Welcome. Do you guys like the new subscription-based system for the crypto Visa card? We haven't even talked about that one yet, guys. Crazy. I made a video, I think, on Tuesday. I'm going to talk about that a lot more in this video as well. So strap in, guys. Let's talk a bit about that. Oh, it's football. Not tonight. I think it's a friendly game, so I don't really care. Yeah, the visas. So I think it's great. I think it's honestly great. You do see that basically all the competitors, we do see, for example, Revolut, we do see Coinbase, we do see, I think many credit card providers do have a similar system in the US as well. So you pay, and the more you pay, you get better perks as well. So personally, I'm quite fond. Some people have said, well, Coin Baron, but the whole thing about, you know, staking and earning rewards to actually go build towards a higher tier, that's now gone. Yes and no. I kind of like that you have the flexibility to now unlock your tokens and sell if you want. So a lot more freedom. And also, what you can now do is you can pay for the subscription You can pay for the subscription. You can build up your cashback, your subscription rewards. And at some point, if you keep holding on to your CRO, instead of paying for that subscription, you can now pay for the stake. Maybe also a method some people can use. And if you are a true stacker of CRO, you want to get the private tier. The private tier is icy white, or obsidian, or also rose gold. For that one, you still need to stake. So some people said to me, Coin Baron, what's about the sell pressure? What's about the sell pressure? I don't think it's really that big of a thing. I honestly don't think that. First and foremost, because again, the big cards, the big amount of CRO, they require a stake still. So that does require a lot of buying pressure. And in general, how much buy pressure was there really from the cards, like the small ones from the Ruby? I know that many people just got the card and have been using that for getting more cashback, more and more cashback. So with this new model, instead of paying for CRO once and then just reaping rewards year after year, now you have to pay monthly if you don't want to buy CRO. So that's a good way for Crypto.com to also buy back CRO, right? That's also how they do it at Coinbase. Do you really think that you pay a monthly fee at Coinbase and that they just, give you Bitcoin for free? They also have to buy Bitcoin. So I'm quite sure, I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'm quite sure that in the back end, Crypto.com with the subscriptions, or at least a part of the subscription, is paying for some CRO to pay also the rewards. So I don't know exactly what it will be like, but I think, guys, you will be fine. I think you will be fine. Ace, welcome, guys. Thank you so much. I upgraded from Ruby to Pro, so I was able to unlock my CRO as well. Thank you so much again, Ace, for 14 Canadian dollarinos. Thank you so much, dude. Like a late birthday present. But you also donated then, so yeah, I do think the Ruby is a good one. But if you go to Pro, it's $30 a month. But I think you can make the case to actually, it's worth it. It is worth it. I'm glad they kept the higher tier private. I think that's the one. That's the most exclusive one. It's also called private, so makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So guys, green candles again. Green candles again. Someone else though said, well, I'm using here the how's it called? The wicks to draw this line. You could also make the argument, if you don't use the wicks, you can use here the candle closers, the body closers, the candle bodies. And what I find interesting, if you use the bodies, you can see where we stopped. There was also the ultimate first resistance for CRO. So if we use the candle bodies going forward, I think there will be some resistance pretty soon if we keep climbing. So at about, what is it? Like 27.3. But I don't think, guys, it will be for a very long time. I still believe that like this trend reversal is real. You can see it for Bitcoin at this exact moment. We see Bitcoin climbing also again. So I'm feeling good about it. Like I got a comment. I posted something on Twitter yesterday. I posted about this trend reversal, and somebody, but Coin Baron, we're down 5% again. We're down 5%. Yeah, do you think we just keep climbing like endlessly? Like, guys, we need to have breaks. And I think if we look back in like 2 months or 2 weeks, I don't know exactly, of course, and we continue to climb after 5% reversal, like something like this, I think that post would have made a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Target, by the way, is near about 40 cents. I'm bullish. I'm very bullish. Welcome, guys, again. Don't forget to hit the like button. I see Justin as well. Good afternoon, good evening. V8 Freak. Was it a burn or not, Coin Baron? Good question by V8 Freak, and also XGen was really curious about this. let me bring up this. So for anyone that is coming in from Twitter, you might have heard about this here. You might have heard about this. Sorry for the white screen. I hate not being able to use night mode, but okay. You can see that crypto.com, you can see the crypto.com wallet here, right? It sends something to this DAT address, which is a burn address. 3 transactions of exactly 183 million CRO. Together, more than half a billion CRO was sent to a burn address. Then, of course, the question arose, what the hell is happening? Did you just burn about $150 million of CRO? Or even a bit more than 150? Not exactly. I'm still, though, quite curious, but let me show you what happened. It burned on Cronos. But if you take a look at the Cronos POS chain, you can see that after the burn, 183.3333333 CRO, so the exact same amount, was created, was minted, or was sent on Cronos POS. So was it a burn? Yes, it was a burn. But this is, guys, what we call the burn and mint, or, well, mint and burn mechanism. This has been live since 2021. So we burn tokens on one chain to create them on another chain. That's how we hop from chain to chain. Sometimes you can also do the same by locking. You lock a token on one chain and then you release it on the other. But that's how we operate multi-chain. I hope it makes sense. But we haven't really removed those tokens from circulation. Why though? Why though? That's the good question. Why did this happen? I personally think, guys, this might be staking. This might be staking by the new Trump company. I don't know. That's a lot of speculation. I don't want to feed speculation. I think something big is to be announced soon, because $500 million, it has to be an ETF, it has to be an ETP, that has to be a treasury company. $500 million of CRO tokens. That's much. That's a lot. So something is happening very soon. Not a burn, but still it can be quite bullish. It can be quite bullish. Welcome JP, welcome Terry. I see the Coochie Man. Why wouldn't you keep buying if your so sure is getting to $1? Seems like a waste opportunity to me. I think everyone has, of course, his own opportunities or own strategies. But personally, guys, I bought at about 25 cents recently. I think it might have been 26. But sometimes, you know, it's just okay to stop buying. To be very honest, guys, like, I have 0 savings. Like, all my freaking money is in the house, in the mortgage, or or it's literally invested in CRO or any other cryptocurrency. So I have 0 money left to buy anymore. Like, I bought and I'm out of money now. Yeah, the life, guys, of an influencer, I hate the term, is not really filled with great amounts of money. That's why we have a new sponsor. We have Wolfswap coming back, and also we still have Obsidian. We still have Obsidian also sponsoring. So thanks, guys, again for, you know, keeping me alive, for providing food. I wish, guys, I could eat less food so I could buy more CRO, but unfortunately, my body requires energy. My body requires calories. So this is looking good, guys. This is looking very good so far. Might we go to 27? Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Hey, JC. The thing I'm curious with the Visa subscription, did my Netflix 6-month payback start over again? I don't know. I would say try it out. I don't know if Netflix is still running, but yeah, you will figure out soon enough, I guess. You still have a Netflix subscription. I changed my mind on the new subscription because they allow me to unlock my tokens. I think for anyone that has a Jade and still has a very long lockup period, I personally would unlock But yeah, that's a personal decision. No financial advice. When AMA though? Good question here by JP. So if anyone here has been longer following the channel, you might know that we have planned an interview with Mirko, the head of Cronos Labs. It was supposed to be today. It was supposed to be today, but unfortunately not the case yet. So we have to wait. I think unfortunately that, you know, Mirko, apparently I'm not important enough for Mirko. They're going to the Korean blockchain week. They're going to the Korean blockchain week. So I'm curious. Maybe they have some big plans there. Maybe some announcements. I don't know. I don't know. Welcome, guys. Strap in. Hit the like. Hey, Coin Baron, do you think I think $2 could be possible. We have too many good news. The Trump alliance is so huge. I'm also bullish. I'm very bullish. I'm working on the price prediction video. It should be going live. It should be going live next week for members. So members, stay tuned. Stay tuned. The market might already have priced it in, but time will tell. What has the market priced in? Okay, so the beginning of September, it might be bad, but I think it's going to go up after the September 17th news if the Fed lowers interest rates. I both agree and disagree there, Mr. JP. Why? Well, the thing is, it keeps changing, right? Let me show you the rates quickly for the Fed. The Fed rate cut, guys, is basically determining the interest rates is going lower. There's going to be more liquidity to buy into altcoins or Bitcoin. So that's why many people are watching for that. The argument by JP is that we can basically follow the news. We can watch here on this website what people are predicting. And so far, they are predicting 97% rate cuts. But unfortunately, with the Fed, and especially with Jerome Powell, like, I think people are still iffy. It might still change. We still get 2 more data points. If we get like very good news regarding job data, I think we got the job data news not that long ago. That was pretty bad. So that's good for the rate cut probabilities. That's strange, right? Like, job numbers bad, good for rate cuts, good for Bitcoin. No, but the thing is, until the 17th, we won't really know. And on the 17th, if we get confirmation, it might be a sell the news event. I'm not going to rule that out, but I think it will be like a big release for the overall crypto community. Like, after years and years, or well, in this case, months of waiting for a potential rate cut, we're finally getting one. We're finally getting one. XGen, any chance of shedding some light on the burn? I hope XGen I explained it good enough to you. I'm changing to the annual subscription soon. Jorge, thank you so much for joining. Strap in, sir. Israel, also welcome. Wait a minute, guys. John B, welcome to the Strap Club, sir. I see also Katero, welcome to the Strap Club, sir, as well. Strap in. And we also have Rashid. Welcome, guys. You guys, you have to thank Bjorn. He's way too kind. He's way too kind. Thank you so much, Bjorn. You are a true legend, sir. You are a true legend. I don't know. It's guys, please some happy faces, some applauses for Bjorn in the chat, please. What do you think about the latest interview with Chris about the IPO? Video tomorrow. Video tomorrow, Mr. Samurai. I don't really think it's that interesting. It's like the same thing he said in the previous AMA. When the CMO asked Chris about a potential IPO. They say they are preparing for it, but it's not coming yet. For a video tomorrow, so check it out, guys. Check it out. It is coming soon. Really funny. So today you can see Cronos, it went from about -5% to back about -3 now. It is climbing again. So things are looking to the upside. Things are looking to the upside. Oh, one more thing, which makes me, by the way, super bullish. I don't know if you've seen that one. Well, on Monday, I released a video called How to Buy a CRO. And that one was sponsored, completely sponsored by Crypto.com. So that was my first ever Crypto.com sponsored video. So thank you very much, Crypto.com. But that's not the big thing, right? That's not the big thing why I'm bullish about that. It is Crypto.com getting influencers, and not just me, but also Instagram models, car channels, chess channels, all kind of different outlets to teach you how to buy a CRO, and of course also how to get the Crypto.com app. But I thought that was actually quite interesting. Like, Crypto.com is actively pushing you to buy a CRO, and also you to get the Crypto.com app, and also soon to get the level up card as well with the new subscription update. So Crypto.com is like hammering stuff now for you to buy CRO. IPO means initial public offering, so going public. One thing, guys, I need to talk about also is Bitcoin again. Bitcoin will be important. Like, I want to say that I'm bullish, and I am, as you can see here. We have had this test now. You can see here that we have perfectly remained within this channel so far. And we do see a bounce here. And as long as we can keep that up, we can move up higher to higher targets again. Like, I would be getting very bullish if we cross this line at about 115. But so far you can see we stopped exactly at this line again. This line here, this middle line, is an important guideline for Bitcoin. And I think also it was exactly the 21 day, or about the 21 day. You can see here we're struggling a bit there. But we're getting very close now. We're getting very close for Bitcoin. According to my time in a cycle chart, by the way, we're getting very close. And I was kind of scared when I saw this. Like, potentially the altcoin season is going to be very short this time around. That's kind of strange. But according here to the time in a cycle chart, we do have about 5 more weeks. After this week, 5 more weeks. That ain't much. That ain't much. Middle of October. Would make sense though. I saw that Lark Davis also got sponsored. They're picking up their sponsorships and marketing. Yeah. Like, truly. Like, it's not like a... I was kind of afraid they were going to stop after the big announcement of the Treasury, but it's like, okay, Treasury news, level up news, influencers, marketing, probably stablecoins soon as well. Kraken, 4th quarter will be huge. I do agree. But I don't know if the whole 4th quarter will be huge. I think at least 1 month. Again, I do believe, guys, that I talked about this. I'm not really that bearish on September. People say, wake me up when September ends. I'm quite bullish. I'm quite bullish. Welcome, guys, again. Coin Baron, do you think these moves they are making is for buyback? You mean regarding the burn? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think staking will make more sense. But let's see. By the way, you won't qualify, Chaotic is saying, for that CRO giveaway if you pay monthly. You have to pay annually. I'm changing it tomorrow. For that CRO giveaway. What CRO giveaway? Is there a CRO giveaway? Where? Where do I sign up? Yeah, I'm actually, guys, really happy. Let me talk a bit more about these cards, because, like, I was thinking about doing the level up anyways this cycle, but instead of having to pay or do anything now, I do have the new Icy White private card for free. So 4% cashback now on these cards. No grandfather, no pre-level up, no legacy. Just, hey guys, everyone now is private. And I've seen a lot of backlash about some crazy stuff like, I had my card only for the lounge. I unstaked everything, but they promised me to get the lounge key or the airport lounge forever. No expiry or something like that. I'm like, guys, you had your lounge key, your priority pass for forever, and you unstaked, and now you're complaining it's gone. Yeah, of course, it's Crypto.com changing on their terms and services. They have done so many times. Like, are you truly surprised? And I'm like, be happy you got it for free for a very long time. And I'm just in general happy that now I'm also getting, I'm still staked, right? So I'm getting also the additional rewards. So overall, I would say good guys, Crypto.com. I'm not getting the Prime anymore. Like currently I'm getting a monthly subscription with Prime rebate, but I'm not getting that anymore going forward starting October. So nobody will get that anymore. What you will get, and that's actually pretty big, if you live in the US, up to 5% back on cash. I haven't seen a bank account where you get 5%, so bullish. Bullish on CRO. Bullish on Crypto.com in this sense as well. For the first time, they're also treating old customers. I think keeping the higher tier private might be a loss of possible money. True that, but yeah, for me personally, I've told that many times, guys. My IC White will be my moon back. It will be my moon back for the time being. I don't know, like some people are like super bullish about CRO thanks to Trump. I don't know exactly. I have some thoughts, of course. I have predictions myself, but I don't know how it will play out exactly in the end. So keep a moon back in case something crazy happens. You can see that so far this week, we are still on the blue band regarding the rainbow chart. I'm also just very happy about this. I want to show you quickly also this here. I want to show you what happens with CRO with this chart, because I've been talking about this fractal for a long time. This fractal is the CRO fractal of 2021. You can see the similarities, right? You can see basically we copy pasted what happened here with this previous cycle. And what I saw was that basically we've been following this quite nicely so far in 2025. But of course we got this here, this anomaly, I would say. We started a crazy uptrend, and overall, guys, I don't think we will retreat all the way back to 20 cents. I have heard Crypto Kip from the Crypto Report talk about 10 cents. That ship has sailed, in my opinion. Of course, no financial advice, but we are on an uptrend, and you know, worst case, we might go down again. But also, do remember, guys, we are now ahead of schedule. If you follow this fractal, we are ahead of schedule, but we've also seen a 30% retrace. A 30% retrace, while we are also expecting a final rally soon for altcoins. We do expect a rally also to the downside with Bitcoin dominance. So far, Bitcoin dominance is gaining a bit this week, but I don't think it will continue to do that until like October. I don't think so. So might we do nothing for a long time till we are back on track already with this fractal? Like, I could see that, unfortunately. I could see that like playing out. But I also think that so far we've been following this fractal quite well. You can see the beginning phase fit it perfectly. Then we didn't go down as low as the expected fractal. But then again, we started following it again until we had the news regarding Trump Media Treasury, the CRO strategy company. But I do think we're a bit ahead of track now, so it's fine though. It's fine. I do believe so. How much CRO do you hold an average buy price? I advise everyone, Devin. I advise everyone, if it's about crypto, if it's about, you know, wealth, to keep these things private. I can say that, you know, I bought CRO at a low price. I bought CRO all the way back here in 2019. So I'm good. I'm in profit now. I'm in profit. I have 85% of my money in CRO as well. I think I have about 70, but I also have about, you know, 20% or even more, 20% in Cronos related tokens. So the Lion token by Loaded Lion and also other Cronos chain tokens as well. Those have, by the way, been very much underperforming. So I think it was a bad move for me to put my CRO into these Cronos related assets, at least till now. Typically what we do see, guys, is that we have moves from Bitcoin to Ethereum. That move is basically playing out now. Then we go from Bitcoin or from Ethereum to the bigger altcoins, BNB, Solana, Cronos, and then we go into the smaller altcoins. It's this big trickle down effect, and I think it will be playing out again. I think also it makes like psychological sense, because once you guys are making like crazy money on CRO, you feel like you're becoming like a millionaire, like super rich, or like a true genius. Then you also might be thinking, hey, I've got like a lot of CRO in profit now. Why not try the casino? Why not try a Cronos chain token? Why not try this thing as well? It makes sense. It makes total sense from like a psychological point of view. So I'm still waiting. I'm still holding my Cronos chain bags. Let's see how these will play out. So far, I'm in a loss, but I think we might be able to retrace. We got 62 watching and 22 likes. It takes 0.000025 seconds to click. Thank you so much, JP. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen my tweet about social risk. Well, things are going quickly now regarding social risk, and I think it's a good thing for Cronos as well. Can we trade calories for CRO? I wish. Guys, health before wealth. Health before wealth. When 10k for Ethereum? Oh, you're talking about subscribers, I think, Bjorn. I think it might... let me show you the social risk metric quickly. Social risk is based, guys, on YouTube. It's based on Twitter. We recently crossed 5,000 followers on X, so that's pretty cool already. But you can see that growth is like happening real time now. Here's the social risk. Let me explain this a bit more. So one of the things that is included in the social risk metric is Google Trends. So Google Trends is now saying that CRO had went to a new search high in the last 3 years, basically. Higher than in December of 2024. During the Trump mania, also during the Crypto.com roadmap, the Cronos roadmap. Also higher, by the way, than during the big unburn news. So this is honestly going into the right direction. You can also see, though, that we are trending down a bit as well now. So I don't know how long we will keep up this momentum. But I think overall, like, the trend is starting now. The trend is starting. You can also see that here. I removed like the bubble data. So I had one video, one live stream with 13,000 views. And that those 13,000 views just were too crazy. They were too crazy. So I removed the noise from that one. And we're basically back now to like typically a video on Cronos gets like 6,000 views. So basically there are 6,000 really active viewers looking for Cronos related topics. And just a few months back, guys, it was only about 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000. So the overall customer base for Crypto.com, for Cronos, is becoming more and more active. That's also why now the Cronos social risk is basically halfway through the bubble zone. It is halfway to the bubble zone. GP is like, I wanted AMA, like tomorrow, please. I'm concerned that Bitcoin has stopped. Why the concern, Nature's King? Why the concern? I think there can be a case to be made for Bitcoin to have stopped, but I don't believe it myself. But of course, nobody believes it until it happens, right? Until afterwards. I'm saying like you. No savings. If I lose the job tomorrow, I will be in trouble. Yeah. And I lost my job. That one paid well. I could buy a lot of CRO, and now I can barely afford food. and some small buys sometimes. So Again, thanks to all the subscribers, thanks to all the people watching, and thanks to all the people watching without adblock or with YouTube Premium. Crazy. Well, JP, I would say the chances of Bitcoin having topped so far are really slim based on multiple indicators, but I can't say it hasn't happened yet. Like I can't speak in absolutes. I think it is very unlikely that we have peaked. Like it will be the craziest bull cycle ever. Oh, actually, what? Oh, peak. I don't think we have peaked for real now. Hey, Martin, thank you so much, dude, for joining here the Strap Club. Thank you so much, dude. Welcome. It's crazy to see these YouTube influencers talking about Crow after the latest news. Now I have 5 more people in my feed daily talking about Crow. It's a good thing. More mind share, more talk, more things to view. You have a couple 100,000? Lucky guy was close to accumulating that. Hey, Blockchain Brew, welcome. Hey, Blockchain Brew, I saw the mail. I haven't had any time yet to reply. Like Saturdays are really bad for me. So I don't have any time to come on. So good luck. Maybe a different time. Can you talk about Trump Social and Crow Coin? Because I think that's huge. I want to still make a video about that, but we can quickly talk about that because I do believe that Cronos becoming the utility token, so you can maybe pay for your subscription or become rewarded with Crow on True Social. That's pretty huge. But on the flip side, I'm gonna be very realistic here. How many true users does True Social have? I downloaded the app after crypto.com had the news, and I was actually quite happily surprised to see that like the recommended channels to follow were Chris and crypto.com. So everyone that now downloads the app will see Chris and crypto.com. Really big in my opinion. But I think True Social has a limited amount of users, so it needs to grow. Otherwise, I think the utility will be somewhat limited. That's my overall take here. That's my overall take. The Blockchain Brew, thank you so much. Let's get you on again. Send you an email service. Very spotty here. Much love. Have a good one, Blockchain Brew. I unfortunately cannot come Saturday. Trapping in there, guys. If you haven't seen the Blockchain Brew yet, check them out. Check them out. What are you guys talking about? It's really unfortunate. Last week I thought we might have had a chance to break this line for Bitcoin. Like breakthrough 113, but unfortunately, guys, September started and we had this back momentum. Like it's like the prophecies are foretold. Are you a millionaire? No, unfortunately not, random. Unfortunately not. We might have a drop for December because of Christmas. That's also what I do believe, Corican. So Corican is saying, I do think the fourth quarter will be huge, but it might end somewhat worse than like during November or the beginning of December. You've seen the competition there during the promotion to subscribe. I haven't seen that actually. Are they promoting, like, are they giving you Crow to subscribe? Let me check. So 55 guys, that's cool. That's all good for regarding this. Let me see. Are they doing a promotion? The Crow Awards Rush is live, so you can actually buy Crow to win Crow. That one is real. Is it this one? Okay. We're marking the new and improved level up with a special event. Win $121,000 in Crow by subscribing to level up. One lucky user walks away with 50,000 and everyone else will get a share of the remaining 71,000 US dollars. I didn't even know that one. Guys, make use of this. one very lucky guy getting $50,000 in CRO. Just imagine waking up, like, getting this notification, like, oh, I won $50,000. That would be a good morning to wake up, right? Thanks, Chaotic. I didn't even know that. I haven't working on videos and working out in like real life, so good to learn more. Good to learn more, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Level up, $121,000. I love the 212 references everywhere. Kroken also has the icy white. I think the icy white is really cool. Like that we also get the free level up now. Are you pushing that Gemini card here on your channel? Unfortunately, Abandoned Soul, I cannot get the Gemini card because they are not offering it in Europe. So no, I can't do it. I wish I could, just to make sure to compare those, because guys, I love all the cards. I've got so many different cards. I tried them all and I'm still using the crypto.com card because that's the only one that I really keep going back to. Cliff, what the hell, man? Take a break. Guys, thank you so much. We got 20 new members now tuning in at a very good timing, guys, because next week we'll be releasing a new members only video. Unfortunately, for once, only once, because of the price prediction. We got 20 new members. I see so many cool people. TS, Riemann, Slawi, IFIDs. Guys, give a big thanks to Mr. Cliff in the chat here. 20 subscribers. 20 new ones. Thank you so much, Cliff. I'm not going to strap in 20 times, but I don't know what to say. MF, welcome, guys. Literally, my chat might break, guys, because this 20 gifts is too much for the chat to keep up. Oh, thank you so much. It just keeps going. Spotify and Netflix full rebates. Yeah, so I do believe for Spotify, Netflix, you will get the rebates. If you have the Plus, you will only get 3 months now. 3 months of Spotify. I don't know exactly what it will be for the... No, is Netflix and Spotify now 6 months for Pro? We can check, by the way. We have the internet. Hank, welcome. White noise. I like white noise. Do you guys sometimes just tune up some white noise? I honestly think it's really relaxing. Pet peeve of mine. Crypto.com, level up. Where is it? Where is it? So if you go to level up, you can find it here. Level up, compare plans. I do like what they did, by the way, with the website. Let me bring it to English quickly. Where's the level up? Compare plans. There we go. Level up. Ah, there we go. So Plus, Pro. Let's explore Pro. The website is a bit slow, but it works. 4 entries to airport lounges, 2.5% bonus on stock transfers, 2% back on card spent. So, wait, that's cashback, right? Cashback, 2% cashback, and also 5% on your idle cash. I do like that. The new cards, or well, the old cards. But I want to know about Spotify. Spotify, let's go. Ah, yeah, okay. 6 months of entertainment subscription rebates. That's only Spotify, Netflix, right? It kind of sounds like you can also get other stuff. I would love to actually get some Disney Plus for once. Or give me the option to choose. Okay. It is pretty cool, guys. I think it's a good option. If you are now staked, but you might want to sell a bit during the bull peak, make sure you use Pro. Or get the Plus. Just bought 15,000 CRO. Jeez. Well done, sir. Well done. I think this is quite a good dip. You basically bought CRO with about, yeah, 32% discount. 32% discount from the peak here in August of 2025. Thoughts on Trump family new WLFi coin? I've seen some news that they actually they they blocked the funds of Justin's son. So Justin's son, he was one of the private investors in the early rounds, and it just froze his money. That was the most fun thing I've heard today. And Justin's son is a really strange person. He's the founder of the Tron token, but also of the Huobi exchange. And honestly, guys, I don't know if you've seen Justin's son. He's the guy that bought the banana with tape, the art piece, so to say, I think for $1 million. So he's a very strange guy, and also has done some questionable things, but he's still here, and he's not in jail like some other exchange founders. I think we'll have a pump in Q4 this year, but we'll level up 2026 as well. The legislation institutions will change the game. Let's see. We talked a bit about this in the Crowcast. I'm a bit afraid for like the macroeconomic outlook of 2026, because guys, I do believe that at this point you see the job numbers, right? You might have seen the job numbers, and the job numbers are, or the job openings are getting worse and worse and worse. And at some point, I think it's going to get a lot of pain. I think we will see a lot of people actually without a job soon. During COVID and also in the years after COVID, it was so easy to get a job, like so easy. Everyone and their wife and their mother could get a job, and you would get a bonus, a sign-up bonus, and it was crazy. But those times are now slowly shifting. Like, people are getting more picky, like the employees are getting more picky, the employers are getting more picky, and I think it's going to be quite a painful period. Might even see some real estate prices dropping again. Like, that could be painful. I don't want a repeat of 2008. I don't expect a repeat of 2008, but I think we might get a mild turn back really of the whole economy. The stock market, we've been booming for a long time, so I think it would make sense as well. Did they drop the Prime card? Yeah, not yet, sir. Not yet. It is planned though for Q3, so it should be going live any minute now. My strategy has nothing to do with my theory. Well, it does kind of, but I think everything will move up next year for the long term. That's what I was trying to say. No worry. Don't you say sorry, sir. I don't know. I think the 4-year cycle have worked quite well throughout the last decade. So I think it's too soon to say this time is different. Even though Chris says it's different, Chris has some skin in the game. So if I were Chris, I would also say, guys, it's only getting better. It's only getting better. Keep trading. Keep paying fees. Hey, Durazo, welcome. Slawi, welcome. Good to see you, sir. That badge looks good on you, sir. Good badge. I see so many people with a badge now. The Cronos burn program is still coming. When? So they removed the roadmap. But I want to show you this. It's a good question, though, Nature's King. It's a good question. So I made a tweet today about this, or a reply to somebody. Somebody said, well, guys, I'm not expecting really a burn to come anymore. There are no real burns. As we talked about, guys, this is the burn program. But if you take a look at the renewed white paper, you can go now to whitepaper.cronos.org. You can see that in addition to an existing mechanism of periodic community pool burns, Cronos is also exploring a new quarterly burn based on price and block size. This is in the recently renewed white paper on Cronos.org. I want to ask a question to Mirko. I'm going to do an interview with Mirko, basically, together with Wolf Swap. So This is a question I want to ask. I think this is a question we need to have an answer to because we have been expecting a burn. You can't come with a white paper. You can't come with a roadmap and just say, well, we're not going to do this big thing without any explanation. So I'm expecting this still. What's your certainty that CRO has stopped? I don't think that CRO has stopped. So 0? Well, 0.0001. We talked about this and also in, I think, the time to buy video. Because take a look at the monthly RSI. Guys, the monthly RSI. Let me show it to you here. This is a bad one. Let me show it to you on a different chart. This one. This one is the peak of 2021. And if you open up the RSI, the relative strength index, you can see that we haven't peaked yet. We aren't even oversold yet. We can grow a lot higher regarding relative strength before we are officially getting into peak territory. And also, like, fundamentally, it doesn't make any sense. Like the treasury company, it's not yet live. It is not yet live. It is getting ready. The MCGA, Make Cronos Great Again, treasury company, is getting ready for the SEC approval, but they haven't bought anything yet. They haven't bought anything yet. So when it goes live, I think we'll see a lot more actual bullish demand for CRO. Hey Reza, welcome. Thanks for your channel. Been holding CRO for 5 years. OG, sir, OG. What's your card, Reza? What do you have? Do you have like a jade green, or if you feel free to share. You're thinking about 150. I think 150 is a good target in general because it sounds realistic, right? And also it is, I would say, in the safe spot because it's below this line here. You can see that this line is at about 212 for CRO. I think 150 is just above here, the red band. So I think it's a good decent target. But of course, guys, no financial advice. You got the IC as well. Beautiful card, sir. Beautiful card. It's going to get gifted to Trump and we pay for it. That's actually speculation, Armin, and we don't know. I think it would be very strange if we just gift it. I think they have a reasonable price to buy. But that's definitely not a guarantee what you're saying here. So no source, so no truth. There is though still the fact that we do have now about 5 billion CRO. And the treasury guys, so just to also come with a different argument, the treasury, the CRO treasury company has 6.3 billion CRO. The currently available mint is only 5.4. I think the dots aren't connecting here. I'm not saying though that of course they will have a very preferential price if they want to. But let's see. You would think they are going to buy it, but I would bet my CRO back you will never see CRO spike. No, I think they will do an OTC deal, but OTC deals are still good. Like, even guys, big treasury companies like Michael Saylor, like for example SharpLink, they're not going to buy from the market. They're not going to do something crazy. They don't. Nobody would. They do OTC deals. So I do agree there, Armin. I do agree. But I don't think it's a gift. That's speculation, and I don't think we have any source for that yet. Yeah, pay tomorrow. Gonna be slapping a lot of CRO. Feels not as good buying this high. Love buying below 10 cents. That's true, sir. It's crazy. Also, I don't know if you guys get like the cash back for Netflix. I was looking last month. I got like 100 plus cash back. No more. Yeah, about 100 CRO regarding cashback. And imagine in just about 2 months, you're only getting like 10 CRO for your Netflix subscription. That's pretty crazy. How are you guys doing? Don't forget to hit the like button, strap in, guys, for more videos. We have a video coming up about the IPO tomorrow. And I think on Saturday, I don't know what to talk about Saturday. I think on Saturday, we're going to talk a bit more about price, some price speculation. Let's see also, guys, what Ethereum is going to do, because Ethereum is... it's not yet really strong, is it? It needs to go back to 5,000. It needs to go back to 5,000. One good thing, though, is that it is building up a higher low. Basically, what we're seeing now is that it is moving up. I don't think... Is it this line? Not exactly. It's something like this. You can see it is setting here higher lows still higher lows, which is promising, but let's see how this will play out. I also could make the argument, though, that this is a bit of a double top as well for Ethereum. So in that case, we might see a further drop to the downside. That's a scary thing. I'm not gonna lie. Some people have been talking about some moving averages, like I think the 200-day. Let me check. Like the 200-day is all the way down to 3,350. So like in the worst case, we break down and we move up later. But that would kind of also change my perspective really on the time of the cycle, I do believe. Because I don't think we have yet fully topped. I will restake my CRO for the new icy white, Solid Snake is saying, when CRO hits about $1. So I will have a moonback locked for years. And in this cycle, I'm going to sell the biggest part of my CRO tokens. What do you think, Coin Baron? If you take profits, sir, that's good. I don't give any financial advice. I think a moonback, though, is a good idea in general. I think it's a good idea. Guys, the 4-hour candle is about to close very soon, I believe. Let me check how it's going to close. Oh, no. It's not about to close. Let me check. Give me one sec, guys. This will be perfect. This will be absolutely perfect. So we do have here the 4-hour candles. And you can see that even though Bitcoin is going down a little bit, again, below 110, you can see that CRO is perfectly holding on this line. This, guys, is the line in the sand that we need to hold for at least the next 2 minutes. And then we can maybe see a bullish bounce here. You can see right on this line, we've held here, we have held here, and also we have held here. So let's see. That's still my overall thought. I'm still mainly bullish. I swear the algorithm doesn't like me. Oh, you didn't get any badge, Justin. That's sad, sir. If I wake up winning 50k, I hope it wouldn't be a scam. Yeah, I also would be like, oh, I'm not going to click this. I'm not going to click this. Cliff again. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Count the snaps, sir. Count, you have to stay in brand. Come on, CRO's looking weak on the 4-hour MACD daily. On the 4-hour MACD, daily MACD curling down and oversold on weekly, worth selling at the moment. I disagree, Mr. Revolutionary. I disagree there. I can show you why, but you can, of course, you can see the MACD. Let me open the MACD. So your argument is that because it's curling down, it's necessarily going down. That's not always the case. Sometimes we have like a very minor dip and then we go up, or even we don't get a dip. So this is not the best argument for, well, what it's going to tell is that we're going to get a trend reversal. That is what we're going to get, a trend reversal. That's exactly what I've been saying. If you take a look at the structure, it is mainly bullish. And the weekly, you're talking about the weekly RSI. The weekly RSI. Let me bring up the RSI once more. I think it is oversold, and you're right on that one, but we can go a lot higher regarding oversoldness. We can go so much higher. We have dropped already quite a bit, so this, guys, is a really bad peak indicator. I talked about this in my time to buy video. But hey, if you're making profits, sir, good luck. I don't give any financial advice. I hope we all make money. But I'm not selling now. Like, it's too perfect. It's too perfect, guys. Trend reversal. I think we closed. I think we closed. And I think we closed exactly again on this line. So that's beautiful. We're starting now a new candle exactly on this line. So that's good. We need to see a bounce though. I think the plus is better than the pro now. It's only 1% more cash back. Yeah, but you have to think also about the Netflix and Spotify for 6 months, Blaze. Like, the Netflix or Spotify is already like 50% of the subscription. I love Crow, but burn, you mean unburn? No, I mean burn. We've talked about the burn. It's nice to see Chris using your or coin to upgrade their platform. It's a BS. Again, Armin, I think you're talking about many things that that are not necessarily true. Speculation again. By the way, it's not crypto.com. It has the keys. It is Cronos Labs. We can have a discussion about that though, of course, but I think this discussion is old now. It's really old. It's not bringing any new information. So it's becoming a boring discussion. The only thing I know, guys, is that we have ETFs, we got treasury companies, and all of those things have been minted are not diluting the supply. And I haven't, so I talked about this in the Crowcast. I said to Black Sea, it ain't true dilution. It ain't true dilution because it isn't actually entering the market. Everything that is being minted is being locked. Everything. Therefore, there isn't going to be any additional sell pressure. So, I hate that people frame it as dilution, because for this bull cycle, guys, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter in this cycle. Afterwards, when we see unlocks, then, guys, then we're going to have a different discussion. But as long as we're not seeing any unlocks, what are we even talking about? Like, for real. Like, doesn't make any sense at all. That's my little rant here. Any idea when the treasury will be approved? I don't know when the SEC is going to approve it. I think it will be... I think it might be just before the end of 2026. Just before the end of this year, basically. So I hope November. I don't know how quick the SEC is regarding those things. Cliff is a legend, for sure. Welcome, XRP Bully, welcome. I'm disappointed with the new card structure. I locked Crow up for 1 week before the pump and 1 week before the new card tiers. Now Crow locked for 1 year, which I could have had for $3.99. Mr. XRP Bully, I got some good news for you. If you want to unlock, you can now switch while you're still staked to the annual subscription, and it will unlock it for you automatically. That's nice, isn't it? You will still have how's it called? The bonding period. I think it will take 36 days to be unlocked and to be fully available. But you can now start paying. So it's a monthly subscription. So $3.99 times 12. So you can still make advantage of a potential bull peak. Fully agree. I like the fact he doesn't pump other coins for his own benefit. That's the thing, right? I've had many discussions about this also with people. You have seen maybe my portfolio video. I'm open about what kind of tokens I hold. I'm not really comfortable though talking about, you know, those tokens and why I'm buying those, because there's so much risk. And I kind of know that when I start talking about, I do have, for example, push on the Cronos trade. Now I have some bullish reasons why I'm buying into push, but because the market cap is so small, when only like 2 or 3 or 5 people would make 1 or 2 big buys, like literally you can everyone in here can basically pump the price with 10% or dump the price with 10%. But I think it's really, really risky. I'm not going to do any talking about that. Hey, Richard, welcome. Richard, welcome, sir. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. You guys are way too kind today. Kermit, welcome. Good to see you, sir. Kermit, how is the Twitch going? I haven't tuned in for a while. Are you still doing the Twitch? Let me quickly check, guys. Do we still have... I think my chat is broken. Did my chat break here? It might have broken. I think it's back now. Unfortunately, guys, I can't show the message anymore, but let me quickly read. I can read it like this. Honestly, guys, my chat breaks every time that Cliff gives me 20 subs, so it's it's actually quite crazy. Let me see. Stake for Ruby at 9 cents. At this point, you're up about 3x. That's quite crazy, chaotic. Up 3x already on that stake. That's nice. Justin, I've been here for at least 5 of those 20 gift subs, and still I don't have a membership. You can buy it as well. Did I miss anything? Has anyone noticed the CRO will be up when everything is down and there is no reason why? Well, people are bullish on CRO. Yeah, it's actually quite crazy. Like, sometimes CRO is the only green in the sea of red. As long as we don't drop below 3 cents, I'm still in profit. This sir has been buying into some good deals. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year, there was a crazy sign-up deal. You could buy an iPad or an iPhone, or I think it was Samsung as well, with the level up, and you could get like full rebates on that iPad, or a crazy deal. I think we signed up. We got like the Jade Green for my girlfriend. I got my brother to sign up for CRO with the level up, and they made big money on this. They make big money on that stake. A friend of mine was day trading CRO, and he sold a third of his bag the next day. And then the next day CRO moved, and he panicked and bought back, and has now $14,000 less CRO. Ouch. Ouch. That's, guys, why you typically don't have, like, you don't trade with your whole bag. Like, if you do a trade, if you want to make use of like the lower time frames, you see like, hey, this might be a good time to sell and buy back in at a higher price or a lower price to make more CRO. Do that with only a small part of your bag. I know it's really tempting to use more, because the more of your bag you will use, the more money you will win. But there's always a chance you will lose on that trade, because unfortunately crypto is crypto. It's not perfectly predictable. So there's also things like stop loss. Things like stop loss if you do like the leverage trading as well. So make sure, guys, you think about that as well. Since when can you no longer buy futures on the exchange? Do you live in the EU, Marcus? That might have to do with the EU regulation here. The way anything moves is when the community is unified and is hodling. Perfect example is GameStop. I honestly think, JP, that the CRO fam, like the Cronos community, is one of the strongest assets of the whole CRO token. Like, we are really good holders. However, there are also people just abusing the Visa card system. Like, they are abusing. It's, of course, they are in their right mind to get cash back and sell it. That's also why we have the cards. But they should be holding. They should be holding. I kind of hope that maybe in the future they will switch to I think they need to keep rewarding in CRO by default, but maybe they need to give you the option to reward in Bitcoin or any other currency like USDC. Because I do believe that people getting CRO is a good thing. Like, you start with the subscription, you get free CRO, you learn about CRO, you might do some earning, some staking, you use the airdrop arena. That's a good thing. I need a Great Britain pound pair on the exchange. Trying to explain it to people how to get money to your bank isn't fun. I don't know, XGen. I don't know exactly. It might be worth checking. I think I can check that out for you, by the way. We might actually have the option to trade CRO and GBP, so Great Britain pounds, on Kraken. Let me check. So Kraken does have... I'm quite sure the Kraken has CRO, but I'm not entirely sure if they do have Kraken Pro. There we go. Kraken Pro. I want to trade. Let me check, guys, if we have the option to trade CRO to Great Britain pound. CRO. You can do CRO euro, by the way. I've today talked to somebody in the Discord, and unfortunately, he lived in Germany, and of course, it's not bad to live in Germany. But in Germany, the tax system works like if you hold something for a year, you have to pay no taxes. But if you hold something for less than a year, you pay taxes on your profit. So if you pay out from CRO to US dollar and then from US dollar into euro, you have to pay taxes. But if you directly go from CRO into euros, for example, on Kraken, you actually earn quite... don't have to pay taxes. So, unfortunately though, you can't have you don't have the option to pay to get CRO and Great Britain pounds here. So, unfortunate, very unfortunate. Let me check what else do we have in the chat, guys. Hey, Phil G, welcome. Oh, the chat is so broken. I have to blame Upcliff again. 20 gift subs. There we go again. CRO, by the way, is heading up again a bit. You can see, right? We talked about this exact point of bounce, and so far, it's going great. And it's not only CRO, it's also Bitcoin. I simply hope, guys, that we break this line. If we break this line for Bitcoin, if we hold this line also, we basically hold this line today, and we can continue the bullish reversal. That's what we are hoping for. It only unlocks if you get the next tier. Didn't let me unstake for Ruby with the Ruby subscription. Ah, okay. Wait. Did you have the annual Ruby, XGen? No, that can't be true, XGen, by the way. That would be really weird, right? If you start... You can start paying the subscription. You might be right. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Phil G, welcome. If I get the credit card, can I pay my balance with staking rewards? I think so, but unfortunately, Kuchi, I don't have any credit cards in the Netherlands here, so I can't check it for you. If anyone can actually confirm for Kuchi, that would be very nice. Joseph, welcome. Strap in, sir. Zerka, hang in there, CRO fam. We're long-term bullish on CRO. If anything, we want a temporary retracement to keep accumulating CRO while the price is low or cheap. Exactly. I am really thinking hard about buying a lot more, getting more loans, and that's the thing, right, guys? I want to buy more CRO. I want to have more CRO because at some point you will regret not having more CRO. That's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear. And the issue is I can get like loans. You can use your own CRO as collateral to get more CRO. That's a bit of the danger there. But it's really risky. So I'm thinking, should I do it? Should I pull the trigger, buy more CRO at 25 cents, or keep the risk relatively acceptable? I think I'm going to stick with less risk because I'm getting married next year, guys, and marriage is unfortunately really expensive, and I don't have a job next to YouTube, so yeah. Let's keep the risk low. Let's keep the risk low. Question. If I already have like 5k locked and switch to the pay, will it unlock? I think so. But I don't know for sure. Somebody said no. Fitting Crypto, welcome. Let's grow, baby. Why all these important videos when Chris had no plan for it? If you ask me, the plan is bigger than IPO, like bank acquisition with the newly acquired strategy company. I think also that they are going to go ham on sport prediction. They're going to go ham on banking. So they will do it. They will do it. Anyone who sells their whole bag is an idiot. I wouldn't say so, sir. Of course, the potential is lost, but profit is profit. So not that bad, right? What's that CRO monthly payment thing I see for the credit cards? You pay for this? So you can do like a subscription now instead of staking. Okay. So Marcus was asking about the derivatives. Why no derivatives anymore on crypto.com? Austria has strict derivatives restrictions. You can use still the on-chain market. If you want to, you can go on-chain. For example, Cronos, you have Moonlander or Fulcrum. You can still do it. They won't find you. Exactly, Cliff. Don't be a day trader. Be a long holder. You've seen people selling at this point? Ouch. I don't think so, sir. Guys, I need to hop off in a minute. Welcome, Joseph, by the way. Joseph is saying, well, of course, CRO's going up, and this is the last point to take a loan to buy more CRO. Once you get a kid and a wife, you can take no more risk. That's a good point, actually. I need to discuss that. Maybe. Now the UK is crap. We get no campaigns. That's really sad, sir. Guys, one more reminder. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, we have good discussions there, and we will do a giveaway on Saturday for a free set of surrenders. I'm going to send one to Cliff. So yeah, well, I'm also going to send one to one lucky participant in the Discord. So don't forget to join the Discord. I think Kermit just put a link in the description down below. Yeah, so join the Discord. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Tomorrow we'll do another video talking about the IPO. I think Saturday another video as well. But Sunday we are back with a new live stream. I hope we can talk about this continuation of this reversal. I think it is very well possible. Bitcoin needs to hold this line. That's the most important, guys. I mean, this line here. The line in the sand needs to hold to continue with the trend reversal. So guys, again, strap in. We are now approaching the potential end of this bull cycle. So make sure you strap in, take some profits maybe, and hit that like button. Guys, enjoy. Have a good evening, and talk to you very soon. Bye. Hello. Oh, good. We're gonna stream.